The sun has set, but for the dreamers of Plastic Valley, the night is just beginning under a canopy of shimmering, translucent stars. High above, a crescent moon hangs like a golden brick, casting a soft glow over the quiet mountains of our plastic world. Grog sits on a lonely peak, squinting through a tiny telescope at a mysterious red speck in the sky that refuses to stay still. With a heavy sigh, he lowers his glass and draws a massive question mark on his notepad. What could that crimson light be? Small lenses can't see big secrets, Grog. Lila's voice echoes as she arrives with a rolled-up blueprint of cosmic proportions. With a sharp whistle, she calls in the big guns, or rather the big eyes. Blinky is back, and his camera lens eyes are clicking with excitement. Rexy follows close behind, hauling a massive load of Technic beams and crystal-clear window panes for their grandest project yet. Lila points to the highest hill in the valley. The construction of the Great Observatory is officially greenlit. Rexy uses his powerful jaws to snap the first foundation beams into the base plate, strong enough to hold the weight of the stars. High on a ladder, Grog hammers in the Technic pins, connecting the skeleton of a cylinder that will soon point toward the heavens. Slowly but surely, a massive tube rises from the ground, reaching out toward the mysteries of the deep, dark sky. Lila carefully polishes each lens with a velvet cloth. In the world of Lego, a single smudge can hide an entire galaxy. Hilarious! Grog leans in to check the alignment, but Rexy gives him a playful nudge from behind. Grog loses his balance and slides headfirst into the long telescope tube like a plastic marble in a pipe. From the other end, Grog's face is magnified 10 times over. His eyes look like two massive orange dishes staring back at the world. Lila peeks through the eyepiece and screams, thinking she's found a cross-eyed alien monster from another dimension. Rexy lets out a booming dino laugh, using his tail to tilt the telescope until Grog slides back out onto the grass. Dizzy and dazed, Grog stumbles in circles around the observatory, seeing stars before he even looks through the glass. They move on to the heavy lifting, installing a massive 40-tooth gear to allow the telescope to rotate across the horizon. Lila gently places Blinky into the God Eye position at the end of the optical system. His zoom is ready for action. A complex pulley system is rigged up, allowing the team to tilt the massive tube with a simple pull of a lever. Lila snaps a light brick onto the side, illuminating their star maps with a warm, encouraging glow. Grog adds the finishing touch, luminous green bricks around the base that glows softly in the dark like ancient starlight. Rexy lies down at the base, acting as a living anchor to keep the observatory steady against the night wind. Lila adjusts the eyepiece for the final time. Focus locked. Blinky, show us what's out there. Blinky blinks, his internal lenses whirring and spinning as he searches for the perfect focal point. A beam of pure white light seems to travel through the tube, connecting the valley to the vastness of space. Grog holds his breath, his hand trembling slightly as he reaches for the final control lever. 3, 2, 1. Behold! Lila shouts, her voice filled with wonder. The massive lens swivels and points directly at that strange, flickering red dot in the deep night. The image travels through the glass and is projected onto a flat, white plastic screen at the back of the room. At first, it's just a blurry red haze, dancing in the cosmic dust of the Lego galaxy. Lila slowly turns the adjustment gear, and the blur begins to sharpen into a solid, defined shape. The red speck reveals itself as a perfect rectangular block, shining brilliantly against the velvet black of space. As the zoom intensifies, 8 perfect circular studs appear on its surface in 2 perfect rows. Great bricks of fire! It's a giant red 2x4! Grog screams in absolute disbelief. The red brick planet hangs there, slowly rotating on its axis, a silent god of plastic drifting through the stars. Grog presses his face against the screen, his finger tracing the outline of the most perfect stud he's ever seen. It's flawless. Not a single scratch or molding mark, Lila whispers, her scientific mind blown by the sight. Hilarious! Rexy pushes Grog aside, desperate for a look, and jams his massive eyeball right against the tiny eyepiece. He pushes so hard that Blinky's eye gets stuck to the tube, creating a magnified reflection of Rexy's own eyelashes. Rexy sees the giant, hairy shadows and roars, "Space monsters!" running away in a blind, bumbling panic. Grog and Lila have to dive to catch the telescope before Rexy knocks the whole observatory into the next valley. Once the chaos settles, Grog flips open his notebook and starts sketching the red planet with feverish intensity. A crimson light reflects back through the telescope, filling the room with a mysterious and inspiring red glow. A bold, crazy idea begins to sparkle in Grog's eyes. Why stay here when the source is up there? He starts to dream. In his mind, he sees himself in a brilliant white spacesuit built from the finest plastic. In his vision, he's walking on the surface of the red planet, collecting rare bricks like cosmic treasure. Lila shakes him out of his trance. "Earth to Grog! If we're going there, we're going to need more than just a dream." Grog nods firmly. "A rocket. We're going to build a brick rocket and reach the stars." He dashes straight to the Technic scrap pile, searching for the biggest engines the valley has ever seen. Hilarious! Grog finds 2 empty plastic bottles and straps them to his back as a DIY jetpack. He asks Rexy to provide the ignition by blowing as hard as he can into the makeshift thrusters. Rexy takes a massive breath and lets out a gale force blast that would knock over a forest. Grog doesn't fly up. Instead, the wind catches him and spins him like a crazy top until he crashes into a sand dune. Lila hides her laugh behind her hand while Blinky blinks rapidly, clearly mocking Grog's failed flight. Grog stands up, covered in sand but undeterred, his eyes still fixed on that beautiful red planet in the sky. He places a single red 1x1 brick on the ground. "This is the foundation of our future. The launch pad starts here." Rexy walks over and places a massive plate next to it, a silent promise of his strength for the journey ahead. Together, the tribe looks up at the sky, where a new goal is calling out to them from the darkness. Midnight passes, but the light brick in the observatory stays on, a beacon of hope in the quiet valley. Grog and Lila sit on the floor, surrounded by dozens of wild and wonderful rocket designs. One design looks like a dinosaur's head, with powerful wings made of specialized Technic fins. Lila draws orbital paths with her pen, calculating the distance between their home and the red 2x4. Rexy is fast asleep nearby, dreaming of chasing meteors that look suspiciously like giant chicken drumsticks. Blinky stays on duty, recording every shimmer and flicker of light from the distant brick world. Grog holds his own small red 2x4, comparing it to the giant image on the projection screen. "If we reach it, we'll have enough bricks to build an entire universe," Grog says, his voice full of wonder. Hilarious! Grog tries a small-scale test, attaching a plastic firework to a tiny model rocket. The little rocket zips up 2 meters and then, pop, explodes into a shower of colorful bricks that land right on Grog's head. Lila pats him on the shoulder. Failure is just the mother of much stronger connections. They work together to clean up the mess, already planning the next day of scientific research. A shooting star, a perfect translucent bar, streaks across the sky, a good omen for the dreamers below. Grog folds his hands and makes a wish, his eyes never leaving that glowing red destination. Flycam view. The camera pulls back, showing how small the valley is compared to the infinite, blocky universe. The giant telescope stands tall, a lonely sentinel watching over the secrets of the stars. The first hints of a pale blue dawn begin to creep over the horizon, signaling the end of the night. The stars fade away, and the red planet gives one last brilliant sparkle before vanishing into the light of a new day. Grog eventually falls asleep on his pile of blueprints, still clutching his small telescope in his hand. Lila gently covers him with an old star map to keep him warm in the morning chill. Blinky retracts his lenses, finally switching over to his well-earned sleep mode. The words, "The End," appear, formed from the very stars that Grog was dreaming of. Hilarious! The red planet in the sky gives one last wink of light, as if it's saying goodbye to Grog for now. Rexy wakes up and lets out a massive yawn that makes the whole observatory rattle and shake. The music swells with a mysterious cosmic melody as the screen slowly fades to black. Keep dreaming, builders!